Hi there, YouTube! It is me, woahhjess, and I'm back with some Dwarf Fortress. I'm actually going to be playing more of my Coldanvil fort today, which is a fort that I've been playing for quite a few months, and I am not done with it just yet. I may have been distracted by a couple of the games recently, but I haven't forgotten about you, Dwarf Fortress. I also need to do a little bit of practice with building a hospital for a special stream coming up this Friday. April 28th, I'm taking part in the Dwarf Fortress Hot Potato event, which is a spin-off of my stream team's Rimworld Hot Potato charity event. More info in the description if you're interested in learning more. But today we're going to work on continuing with this tavern and also maybe trying to build a proper hospital for the first time, because I haven't really done that yet. So let's get into it. Okay, here we are, my beautiful fort of Coldanvil. Here you can see the start of my tavern. I've actually had some thoughts about how I want to rearrange it. Of course, that's my normal MO. And for a hospital, simply put, I'm going to, I think, make an access point inside the tavern and maybe make some stairs that lead to right here and construct the tavern in this location. Hospital in this location, not a tavern. And so, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking we move these walls in, maybe mirror them, and do some stuff. I do know the last time I played, I was having a bottleneck in obsidian or glass, whichever. So we need to wait for that to come into my possession, and while that happens, I'm going to work on this layout here. So let's just get that done real quick. Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened here, but we got a pile of dead people. And I'll be quite honest, it's been a minute since I played my last fort, or this fort last time, so maybe there was an incident that I forgot about, but very suddenly, death has befallen the fort. Oh, well, yeah, maybe it has something to do with the forgotten beast that happens to be hanging out right here, and the fact that people got stuck down here because of reasons. All the more reason to build a better hospital, right? Like, this is a poor excuse for a hospital up here. Plus, if anyone gets hurt, they have to climb an insane amount of floors to get medical help. So yeah, let's make ourselves a new hospital. Okay, so it took a minute, but I kind of got the outline of the tavern made. I decided that I didn't want the outer door to extend all the way to here, so I actually moved it in a bit. But as I started to rebuild the walls on the inside, I noticed I kind of like these little nooks, I guess. And maybe I'll make these staircases to move between levels in the tavern, or perhaps even to move between the tavern and the hospital that I'm thinking about building down here in all this miasma. There's been a lot of death, and I'm not really sure why, but more to investigate. Alright, so I've gone and made a new area and moved my tavern keeps and performers from my tavern upstairs down here, because I don't really want them to keep the tavern up here any longer. So I suppose we need to get rid of the tables, clear this zone right here, and have everybody start migrating downstairs once and for all. There they go. And time to make some new wine keeping zones and whatnot, so let's get on that. Okay, so we've started moving the drinks and things downstairs and some food. I've made them a little dancing area in the center, along with some hair and bones and some chests over here on the sides. So we gotta figure out where we're gonna put tables now. I suppose we could put them up here in these corners, or we could arrange a little section there. Or we could even be super gaudy and build a row of tables and things next to the dancing area. It seems like it would be nice. Even the stockpiles feel too small, but they definitely are taking the space over, aren't they? I'll keep working on it. Oh yeah, while all that was happening, there was a theft. I didn't even look into it, but it seems somebody stole something and then died? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not even sure who Thon Giggle Lemon's skeleton is. Okay, well, I suppose we better start interrogating CAD bust galleys and see what we can find. Okay, so I'm doing some digging around. I have no idea who this is. Also, this seems to have been a while ago, and I don't know why I'm only hearing about it now, but our witnessed CAD bust galleys implicates Timta Egglaps, who, guess what, is dead, but we're going to interrogate them anyway. There was another theft, some disorderly conduct. I'm not really sure what was happening here, but I'll get back to you when I have some results. Okay, look at that tavern go. Despite all the bones and hair on the ground and a couple rocks as well, I think it's looking pretty nice in there. Let's see how the justice is going. Alright, so this looks like... Is this the same thing? Somebody confessed to a theft? I feel like it's new info because it's from... Oh, no. Autumn 112. We have one bit of intelligence, but multiple confessions to a crime. Bale Covenpax corrupted childhood friend in order to have someone to act on plots and schemes and skinned bent. Bale Covenpax met with subject and made a threat. Subject spurned the law and agreed willingly despite efforts of surrounding allies to stop the plot. Subject revealed that in the late winter of 89, they plotted to infiltrate the Union of Spells in order to prepare a coup under the influence of Bale Covenpax. That was in 89, but now we're talking about 109, so 30 years later? 20 years later. I spent the fiery dweller to steal treasures and prepare a coup under the influence of Bale Covenpax. Well, Bale... Don't know who Bale Covenpax is, but I think we can at least convict our human bard. Bale Covenpax remains to be seen. Still missing, but I have no idea who CAD Busgallies is. I haven't found them in the fort or otherwise. This was a while ago though, so they could have been a visitor. They could have made off with this ages ago, for all I know. I'll maybe keep working on it. There's a lot going on in the fort. We've got the tavern being built. I've got thoughts of a hospital. I haven't even gotten to it yet, because turns out there's a whole bunch happening. I have tons of loose threads that I have to keep tying up. Like making guild halls and moving around furniture and digging out new coffin areas because everyone keeps dying, and plus I left a bunch of bodies over here as I moved my original tomb. And yeah, there's a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, also traders are here. Can't forget about the traders. Let's see what they've got. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've gathered up a lot of spare furniture and prepared meals that I have throughout the fort. This is actually my second trade with them. I had to wait for a couple more items to make their way up to the trading area, but I've decided to buy some armor and some new clothes and also more bags and more sand because a fort that requires this much sand needs a bunch of bags and sand. And I don't know where it all is all the time, so let's give that a trade. And we gotta keep on giving them more materials, like for real. I should maybe just try and pawn off some of my extra stuff. You might have seen my stockpiles are overflowing. I'll just take care of that real quick. Alright, so that's done now. Bringing them on my extra doors. I see you, door. And another door here. So yeah, we're gonna bring those to them. And hopefully trade. And keep on keeping on with what we're working on. So the tavern in its first iteration is done, but we have floors to clean up. I also was thinking about making this a multi-layer tavern, considering we have a multi-layer grand hall, but we've also got to start on a hospital. So assuming these work as stairs to take us down to a potential hospital, I'm gonna go with those as potential staircases. And I guess they could also be the stairs to go up into the tavern too, right? Let's give it a go. Okay, well, we've just had a mood. Kansas, the bone clever, withdraws from society. as I was literally just moving workshops over, thinking, you know what I didn't do? Was box them all in, just in case somebody decides to have a mental break and kill everybody in the room. I did not isolate these workshops. I think it might be okay. In the meantime, though, I have moved my cooking and my brewing downstairs, working on getting some rocks out of here and putting them into my infinite stockpile up here, which is a super nifty way of making a stockpile that is infinite, as the name implies. But make sure you only have one stockpile active. In this case, I've got... Sorry, not a stockpile. Make sure that you have a garbage dump. Only one garbage dump active, so make sure it's not suspended. And make it one tile wide. And whatever you put there, the dwarves will just stack it infinitely. So in this case, I've got an infinite pile of rocks. So that's why I've marked these rocks for trashing. And, sorry. There's a lot of them everywhere, so I'm just trying to pick my battles as to where I want to put them, right? I don't think that we have enough bins and pots being made, so I queued some of those up. And I'm still kind of working on the hospital because of stair problems. I have stairs going to... I have mine stairs going to stairs that have been built, so I'm kind of just letting time take its course with this. It seems like this one staircase did work, though. It did turn into an up-down stair, which terminates here because I'm going to need to build another stair to connect to this, but it's taking them a while, possibly due to the fact that they're hauling everything. Like the last time I looked over here, this was a completely empty room. So we've got some work to do still. I know with all the cuts I'm making, this seems shorter than it is, but I've been working on this for a minute now. Let's work on it for another minute. Okay, I won't lie, that spooked me. I'm over here just marking things for, I want to say embroidering, that's not the word. Embossing, that's also not the word. Embellished? Well, anyways, the Forgotten Beast, Ak, has come. A huge three-eyed maggot. It has a long swinging trunk, and it has a jaunt appearance. Beware its poisonous vapors. Sounds spooky. I just gotta finish this. I've decided that Dwarf Fortress is another one of the games that makes it onto my ADHD unfriendly list because too many things happen at once, and it's Dwarf Fortress's fault. Like, yes, it is. No, it's not. It's my fault too, but it's definitely not my fault. Okay, let's see about our unwanted visitor. Other uninvited guest. Of course you're down here. Ew. 341 years old with low stamina. No recent thoughts, no memories, but it's a forgotten beast with a great sense of empathy. It has little willpower and bad intuition. It is prone to strong feelings of lust. It feels a strong need to reciprocate any favors done for it. It's often nervous and prefers that everyone live as harmoniously as possible. It sometimes acts with little determination and confidence. It isn't particularly curious about the world. It is quite polite. It has a notable lack of perseverance and tends to consider what others think about it. I really truly want a forgotten beast that can just be a friend. I'm not sure if that is strictly possible, but I really would like it if we could be friends with a beast, a forgotten beast. They can't be that bad, right? Oh, you know what else I was doing? I was working on a wall up here. So that we would stop being infiltrated by forgotten beasts. It seems like I've at least gotten our first layer. Maybe we should make sure our doors are locked. I don't know if anybody's down in the caverns. We might want to check before locking them out. And we built a wall here, and I see that I've started to build a wall, another wall. I'm not sure what's missing. I think I need to make another scaffold for them to walk on in order to build here. And it's not really that many more layers to go. It's just I have my dwarves doing so many other things right now. I gotta focus my efforts. I am not sure if there's an easy way to tell if somebody is out and about down here. I'm gonna lock the doors and pretend like nobody's out and about. Sound good? Okay, so yeah, let's just, flip back to our new friend. Ak the Forgotten Beast. Oh, I can rename you. You're a biggin. Ak is a biggin. I really hope they'll be our friend. I hope that of a few other beasts, but I hope it of this one too. I hope you'll be my friend, Ak. Completely unrelated to Ak the Forgotten Beast, I was just, poking around up here, being like, oh, wow. I've only forgotten to uninstall a couple of doors, but for the most part, we've just got remains of civilization up here. Except for my prison cells. Look at nicely the waxworker starving and dehydrated. That is not very nice. So I don't actually know how to give them water in jail. I really, really don't. I don't even know how to release them. Okay, I found it. I found them. I mean, nicely 38 days in prison. Their officer is Adil Ragcutton, the Hammerlord. Violation of a production order. Okay, so how do we get Adil to let them go? One case assigned. Where are you? Is this you? I think you forgot about your prisoner. Yeah. I don't know how to fix that. And besides just deleting the chains that are holding our poor prisoner in to begin with. Like, maybe we can, just delete the chains that are here. Remove the pigtail rope. And same with this one. I don't know why you're in jail, but I'll let you go. Yeah, no jail. No jail for anybody. No ropes, no doors, be free. Oh look, more doors to install. Oh, I forgot about our forgotten beast. I don't know where they went. I don't know if they're, being nice or what. We have a ghostly human bard. I just thought that was a gnome or something in the tavern. I didn't realize that was a ghost. Okay, uninvited guest. Let's follow you around for a minute. You know, the dwarves have a lot to work on at the moment. I'm not getting much done. Let's just follow you around. Okay, so I wandered away for a bit. I see that Ak has made it to our front door. But I guess it actually would be the cavern door. But it hasn't, tried to say hi? Ak is very slow, huh? Well, I'll just forget about you for a while. Oh, someone else I forgot about. My crafts dwarf, who has the mood. They draw pictures of cut gems, stacked leather, a quarry, skeletons, stacked cloth, forest. Well, you got your gems, you got your woods, you got your cloth, you got your bone. Leather, You're missing leather? And rocks? Do we not have any leather? No, I'm completely out of leather. Oh my. I wonder where all that leather went. Well, obviously to clothes. Okay, so maybe the issue is that we don't have a tannery. Now that I have looked around and I had considered this a little bit earlier, but didn't think I needed to worry about a tannery immediately. A tanner, I mean. Maybe that will help. I don't know, we're about to have a mental break, and I find it really funny that that's what's about to happen when I had just considered that all these workshops are not separated. Lol. Oh no. Nicely was found dead. It was too late for you, Nicely. I'm so sorry. At least we have no more prisoners, right? Right? Oh yes, look at me. I am overflowing in green glass blocks. So I think I've got everything sorted for these staircases, so now I'm just sealing the staircases. Because I think this is kind of crazy right now. They're in the middle of a stockpile. I gotta make sure that these stairs maintain their purpose. Which is to get people to the hospital. Another season has passed, and this tavern is still not done. But you know what kind of was worked on and kind of done? An extension to the tomb! We've got a lot of ghosts running around and killing other dwarves. Notice the population is now 176. So yeah, also, hospital! It's got some green blocks to match the green tables and everything, but I've even made little hospital rooms and things for our valiant dwarves when they go to battle and get injured. So here's some tables I placed out. I still need some traction benches to go with them. And I guess we need water and things too. I never set up a fully functional hospital, so I know they need water. Or at least quick access to water, so we could maybe dig out a well that we could put in here. Or we could have them fetch water. The water's not far from this, well, it's a few floors. Yeah, I mean, it's not the farthest. It's also not the closest. Maybe a well. I'll build a well. I'll put it even like right here. I bet that's a great spot for a well. Okay, I'll be back with more Dwarf Fortress in just a moment. Alright, I've made myself a pit pond zone here, and somehow I got them to dig a 2-deep hole. Like a 2-tile, not too deep, but a 2-deep hole. I actually think it could be deeper. But I don't want anyone to get stuck in there. I'm also not sure if these are all... I think they are all connected. Alright, so someone should be bringing us water to dump to this spot because I've made a pit or pond designation and told them to fill this. So hopefully they'll do that soon, and then once that is complete, I will put a well on top of it. Poor Kansas. Kansas went crazy. Couldn't find that leather they needed. And somebody put them to rest. So I guess let's bury them. Along with everybody else. Sadly, yeah, they went berserk. They went berserk. I think they might have been the only one who got hurt there. That's good. That is good. Sadly, we didn't have any leathers. Hopefully we'll get more leather soon. I'm more cognizant of that now. That's the problem with not playing a fort for like a month and then coming back to it. What are we out of? Leather? Oh, I forgot all about that. It's happening! It's happening! They're tavern dancing all on their own. Look at the piles of puke on the ground. Oh, yeah! We're gonna enjoy this while I continue playing the slow way. The way without cuts. This song is such a jam. I've decided I will make the tavern be a couple floors tall. Which means I have to build these little pieces one by one, so we're getting there. And then somebody built pillars that go all the way up to the tippy top of this ceiling, so I have to build it in segments too. It's fine, I'm not upset. I'm sorry, I'll try not to ruin it. I can't help it. I can't help it, it's just such a jam. This song has totally made it on my work playlist. Wow. We are in a good enough state where the tavern song comes on, drinks and industry, heck yeah. Oh, look at this. I see what's happened. I never deleted these tomb designations. That is why nobody's moved the creepy skeletons. One thing at a time, huh? If there is something that I learned about this fort, it is start with your master plans at the very beginning. Don't do a fort halfway to come back and decide you want to redo the whole thing, because it's actually very tedious. Like if you're playing a game such as RimWorld, doing a complete colony redesign is nowhere near as hectic and crazy as it is with Dwarf Fortress. And I want to say that is due to all the zoning you have to do, and that some of these work orders and things and production chains can get very intricate, and you will kind of forget that you've set some stuff up over time. Like even cleaning up this top floor has really taken me a long time. And it's just been one floor. Okay, well, there has been a lot of work around this fort. I might have forgotten to unmute and talk about it at some point. It's okay. I've been working on making a glass floor for the second layer, and realized that's really going to help with building the walls and everything. Problem is, it uses a lot of blocks, so I have already hit my bottleneck on blocks. And just slowly putting things back together. And once these corners are finished, I'll be able to get the walls all ready to go, and we'll have floor 2, and I still can't believe that this tavern is not done. But, you know, a great fortress was not built in a day. But what you might notice is it's pretty clean in here. All the rocks, for the most part, are gone, and the bones and the hair are going places. This stockpile shrank a little bit. We've got our food and animals organized, and our drinks are over here. It's looking clean and snazzy up in this fort. One block at a time. Our population has gone down by, maybe 10 to 12 dwarves today. I'm not 100% certain what happened there, but it happened. This kind of looks like a bug or something. I'm thinking beetle. It looks like a beetle. Oh. Another mood has arisen. Has stricken? And our hospital is looking okay too. Still can't get the pit to fill up. Last I saw it was because there were no available buckets. Yes, just close your eyes. I'll look through this. Well, I'm not seeing anything about buckets now, but still this pit hasn't been filled. It might be because this hole is extraordinarily deep. The regular spot for the pit is on the next floor down, so it could be that the logic there is kind of weird. I will experiment with it, but I think the goals for this session of Dwarf Fortress were kind of met. First off, we have a very basic hospital. I still don't have soap. I made a work order for that. I kind of thought it would just happen, and it did not, so I don't know if it's we don't have tallow or I'm missing some stuff in the production chain, which is likely for tallow. I'm gonna have to work on that one. But I've got my experimentation for a hospital underway. Gotta work on soap, gotta learn how to make soap, and hopefully by Friday, April 28th, I will know what to do with the hospital. And one more time, look at this tavern. I can't believe they even had a tavern party earlier. So I will throw the Dwarf Fortress hot potato info in the description of this video if you're interested in that. That all takes place on Twitch. There's a handful of streamers participating. You might know a few of them as is. So be sure to follow the hot potato social media. Again, I'll link it. You can also come hang out with me on stream and I'll let you know all the details, or you can hop in my Discord. It's in the description. I want to thank you for watching. It's always a good time to put on Dwarf Fortress and record a little bit. Mostly just hang out with myself and do things and occasionally talk to you. Not my normal style of video, but I'm kind of enjoying it. Let me know what you think, and also I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, everyone.